You on camera? All right, everybody. Peace. What's going on? This is Sensei Daniel and Baby Sensei Malachi. Really, very briefly, we wanted to just talk about a few things to keep everybody in the loop. First of all, we have a new newsletter coming out for the month of September. There's a lot going on. So let's take a brief look at that actually. So here's the new newsletter. You can see that there are a few important dates. First of all, we want to say thanks to all of the families that came out and made our excuse me and made our fourth annual Family Day outing a success. We had fun at Dunbar Park. We played some games. We did some wiffle ball. Some people ran through the water and got wet. There was also a playground there that people played at. We had food and desserts and treats. We also played a adults versus children soccer game. So it was a great outing. Some music was going on as well. So if you didn't get a chance to make it, we definitely missed you all. But in the future, it is very important that everybody tries to make our annual outing. We only do it once a year for our big family outing, just to kind of celebrate another year of business, another year of our Lions Paw family, and development with all of the students. So hopefully next year, it's always in August, everyone can be on deck to make that. We have a few other announcements. On September 2nd, you all can see that the Dunlap Karate Tournament is coming up. That is this upcoming weekend. It's on Sunday. The cost of that, I believe, was $55 for our two divisions. We always do kata, and we always fight. Keep your tongue in your mouth, man. You're on camera. So if you are interested in going to that, I need to know no later than tomorrow who's interested so that we can get the registration done. Everyone can pay their funds and take care of that responsibility, and then we can start prepping those who are going to compete in their kata and their fighting. So that's this upcoming Sunday. I hope everybody can make it. It's in Gary, Indiana, at the Genesis Convention Center. Then if you see on September 3rd, it says our new school schedule starts. So very briefly, let me show you all the calendar. We have now freed up our Mondays and most of our Wednesdays and our Fridays again. We do have some possible announcements being made in the near future that will offer some other things on those days. But regardless if that finalizes or not, the school year we will have our classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays throughout the duration. That helps us with our after-school transportation. Logistically, it also makes sure that we have the room available on those other days if needed. But it's also going to keep the morale and keep everybody on the same days and building off each other and allowing our lower-ranking students to also see the higher-ranking students. So we are, if you notice here on the Mountain Lion Level 1, you'll also see that Mountain Lion Level 2 is at the exact same time. So that is one of the big differences. Level 1 and Level 2, there will still be a distinguishing of the two levels. However, they will be working out on the same days at the same time. But we still recognize, as you see down here, the Level 1 is these colors, Level 2s are those colors, etc., etc. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, you can pick up a schedule. We printed out some copies tonight. Actually yesterday, so some of the Level 1s got it yesterday. The rest of the students will receive it tonight at their classes. So just be on time. If you got any questions, we can answer them for you tonight. Or you can comment on this post or ask in our, of course, our communication center, which is the WhatsApp. Okay, so those are a few big things that's coming up. That starts next week. But back to the newsletter, because keep in mind that next week, although classes begin Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, remember that next Tuesday is our Lions Paw White Sox game at 7 p.m. Okay, we have sent out messages to see who wanted to go, who wanted to reserve tickets. It was totally free. Some people responded. We got a nice amount that's going. The rest of you all, I guess, are not interested in baseball or something along that line. So whatever the case is, it wasn't mandatory or nothing like that. So next Tuesday we'll be at the White Sox game for those who did RSVP, and we have those tickets forthcoming. So let's keep rolling. I don't want to make this video long. On September 7th, that is when belt testing fees are due. In order to test, for those who this may be your first time, Belt testing is always $40 per student that is testing. September 7th, the fees are due, but the belt testing is not taking place until the 14th. Previously, some announcements were made to have it on the 21st, but that was actually a miscalculation by us because the 21st, that actually is already that already begins our second trimester. So this trimester ends on that week of the 14th, and then on that Friday, which is September 14th, we will release times of what groups and what levels will be testing at what times. But that Friday evening will be all devoted to those who have earned again. These are all the quiz weeks. There are a total of 4. We are currently on our second quiz week for those who may not be aware of what's going on. So last week, all of the students tested for their blue stripes. If they got the information down pat and passed their quiz, they were awarded 1 blue stripe. This week is worth a black stripe. Level 2s tonight will be doing some tight suwazas and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, if they are successful, put your tongue in your mouth. You're on camera. If they are successful, they will receive a black stripe this week, which means that they should have a blue and a black stripe on their belt. There are 2 more quiz weeks coming up, which means that they have an opportunity to earn a red and an orange stripe as well. But in order to be invited to the test on the 14th, you need to have at least 3 out of the 4 opportunities. You need to pass at least 3 of your quizzes. Okay, so that's if you have any questions about that, please ask, because I don't want anybody being cloudy on that. You have to have at least 3 stripes. A lot of people did receive their blue stripe last week, and some have already received their black stripe. But for those who did not, it is now mandatory that every week you get your stripe in order to be to be invited to the exam that's coming up on the 14th of September. Okay, on September 15th, this is real big. That is a Saturday. There won't be normal classes on September 15th. September 15th is devoted to belt promotions, and it's going to be like a lunch type of brunch type of atmosphere. So we're going to feed you all. We're going to pass out the new belts. You can invite families. People could take pictures. We're going to make it a big event for those who pass the exam. You all will get promoted the very next day on September 15th. Okay. Very briefly, lastly, we have September 21st is another Parents Night Out. We're trying to do 1 a month. Don't forget that this Friday is the August Parents Night Out. So for $20 for your child, they can come. We're going to do a carnival party. The hours are between 6:30 to 11:30. You should have received a text with all this information on it. If you did not, just reach out and I'll send it out to you again. And then lastly, you can see at the end of the month on September 30th, we have our Mountain Lions Day Out with Sensei. So this month, which is August, we took the Sphinx Lions out. And we went and had an awesome time at laser tag. All the adults were running around, shooting each other. We had some dinner afterwards, shared some brotherhood and sisterhood, and just had a good time. But each month, we're taking one of our age groups out to enjoy some time with Sensei and just to, build camaraderie, find out about each other, learn some new things about each other, see everybody in a different atmosphere other than just training. So this upcoming month of September is devoted to the Mountain Lions. That means all students between 5 to 8 years old. We'll release the details about what we're going to do. We'll agree on it. We'll go and have some fun, and then probably finish with a little dinner or something like that afterwards, okay? And then lastly, our MVP of the month. Congratulations to Amar Muhammad. Amar has been consistent with his training. He is disciplined, well-behaved, and very focused to be such a young mountain lion. So we're very proud of Amar. He also has knocked off several King of the Den championships. So for those who are not familiar, on Saturdays we always spar. If you win your division, you are awarded a point. After these 3 trimesters are done, we will tally up total points, and those who have the most KOD or QOD wins, Queen of the Den as well, they will receive a gift from Sensei. They can select a toy of their choice or a video game, whatever it is, and we will pay for them if they are number 1 in their age group and bracket. So if you all have any other questions, I wanted to just make a video about that so that everybody can see it visually, because obviously a lot of you all don't read the messages that are being sent out. But we look forward to this upcoming year. School is back in session. We're going to be inviting some of our returning students back. I know some of them are on summer vacations and all that good stuff. So if you are ready to re-enroll for the school year, hit my line, give me a direct call, whatever you need to do, but let's knock it out. So we got a big month coming up, tournaments, belt testing, fees, hanging out with Sensei, a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a very exciting month coming up. If you have any questions, again, see us tonight. You can ask my wife, either myself or Sensei Chase, and we will answer whatever questions you all may have with the information that was presented. So we look forward to seeing everybody shortly that is level 2 and up. Don't forget, this week classes are still as normal. So my level 1s will still have their Friday class this week, but into next week, everybody will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I'll see everybody shortly. Hopefully you guys have been studying and you're ready to get those stripes and pass those quizzes. So I will see everybody in a minute. Peace.